cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing. Ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Ooh. Okay, yeah, and I hit that, okay, yeah, and I hit that,
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken about 7 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Derrick Henry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
By the Steelers.
So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On the run is Counter. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll run here with Connor, and not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now, first down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
39-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Henry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Sliding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last
game. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's Conner. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. They'll try to run for him with Conner. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
At the 4-yard
out of the shotgun, they'll run with Conner. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnover. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. For Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now it's Henry. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
A 3-yard.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. 14. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the man.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
83.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
The throw over the middle taken in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
7-yard line.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
The tackle made at the 30.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
the first down.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run with Henry. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9 at the 40.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
This is Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about.
The ball comes out. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd and 10.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And 9.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Conner. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts.
Brought down back at the
as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 3rd down, Henry. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And take it right on the 30. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Eluding the pressure right. Completion here to Claypool. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And to the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Steelers 21.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here again comes Juju Smith-Schuster and the Steelers. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th.
Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Spinning away. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football.
Their own 28-yard line.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
A first down carry for Henry. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
36-yard line.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Fighting Hilton on the slant. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
First down. First and 10 at the 10.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
On second down, it's Henry. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a 1st down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Corey Davis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
James Conner.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Touchdown, Titans. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. The free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Kevin Coleman, the ball carrier.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
7. First down, Steelers.
Right back to Connor here on first. About 3 yards there to the 27. Back now here on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
The tackle made by Harold Landry.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The 16-yard line.
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
2nd and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner taking it in. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now left side on the swing pass. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Out of bounds at midfield. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And a busy night for Henry continues. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
They'll run it again with Henry. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Cameron Hayward has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid gain.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll look to throw here. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt able to record his 5th sack of the season. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's counter. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
The 29-yard line.
2nd and 11. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
18.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Escaping the pressure right. They'll try and run it. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
18-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and...
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
At their own 7-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th